Welcome to a new episode of Welcome to Puttsville. I'm one of your hosts, Buck.
Salty's here, and we've got an exciting show today.
Very exciting.
Fresh off the Myrtle Beach Classic.
Awesome.
Well, 2 weeks off.
Two. I mean, 2 weeks. We needed a week to digest.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
That's why it took so long for us to put it out. But again, it was overall. What do you think?
I don't know why it hasn't happened sooner.
Exactly.
It was such a cool experience. Myrtle Beach came out in full force. It was there's a
little moth flying around the warehouse.
It was great to see all the people out there.
Yes.
I think it was a family fun event, and just a really, really good time. I was super stoked just to see. We hung out at the 18th a lot, and just to see all the people that were out there, and I don't know, it was fun. I think it was a great event. It was some good golf being played. I think the course held its own. I think for a first-year tournament, from a spectator view, I think it was ran absolutely incredibly.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. Not that I was like thinking things would go wrong or anything like that, but like I had the luxury of having a special parking spot or a place to park, but like what I've heard from everyone else is saying that the parking was in the main lot wasn't as bad as what everyone thought they would.
So I experienced that one day.
Yeah.
One day I did not have a special pass.
Okay.
And I used the main lot, and that lot is not super close to the golf course.
No, it's not.
But they had like 9 or 11 big buses going, and I'm not talking like school buses. They were charter buses.
Right.
And I think I waited in line for 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And hopped on, air-conditioned bus. They had the TVs going with ads on about Myrtle Beach. And they literally dropped you off right there at the back of 18 and 1, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Logistically, I thought that might be a nightmare.
Right.
But it did not. I didn't feel that or sense that at all.
Yeah, no, and it's like they did a great job because if you go to the Dunes Club, if you were just to go and be like, oh, how are they going to do this? Because it's not a whole. I mean, it's an older golf course. Sure. Everything's a little tighter.
Yeah, and it's in a development. So,
but I mean the parking and
one side is the golf course, and the other side is literally the beach.
Yeah,
which is another cool thing.
To
have the beach right there, and how the way they traffic people in, they got to see all of that, the beach and everything as they were coming up to 18 and 1, which I don't know, man. I think they did a great job. I just see this thing getting a little bigger and bigger.
Oh, definitely.
Every year to maybe it even becoming its own event, and it's not mirroring a elevated event.
Right, because Wells Fargo is not the sponsor anymore.
Correct.
So
I did hear somebody picked it up, but I don't know enough about that to really dive into it.
I don't follow golf.
I know. You just play.
I just play. I'm a player.
That's right.
Players got to play.
And players crush a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but we got to do something really fun.
Yes.
We got to play in the Pro-Am.
We did get to play in the Pro-Am. And so,
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, just kind of going through the week, so the night.
Yeah.
So the Pro-Am was on Wednesday. Where also, I mean, so the week of festivities for the tournament, Monday, they actually, for the members, they had a Pro-Am.
Yep.
That Dennis told us about. Shout out to him for giving us a private tour after the last recording.
Podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool. He's a sweetheart of a man. That was really cool. He literally drove us around the whole golf course.
Super nice.
Yeah.
And it's, let's be honest, he doesn't need to be that nice.
No.
But he is.
He had other things he could have been doing.
There's so many other things that was on his list, but he was
drive
just
us two goobers around.
Exactly. But so they had the members Pro-Am on Monday. I don't know if anything was going on Tuesday, probably just a regular practice round or whatever.
Yeah.
But then Tuesday night was the night before they had a dinner for the
Pro-Am. Had the Pro-Am pre-party. That was really cool. Charlie Reimer hosted it. And then we had the draft on the pros we would pick.
Yep.
They had food and drinks and really cool gifts for the people participating in the Pro-Am. You got to get online and order like several $100s worth of merch. And then as you left, you got this massive duffel bag that was full of goodies too.
Oh, nice.
With the Myrtle Beach Classic logo on it and everything like that. So first time I've ever done anything like that. And we were in the clubhouse that overlooked the ocean. And then they had a few pros in there that were hanging out. And I don't know, man, it was just really cool to like check off a bucket list type thing.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, it was great. I took Katie to the party and we had a great time together, and it's always fun when she's able to interact with the golf stuff that we do. And yeah, man, that was just kind of like the shot that started the week, man. So it was really cool. And then you had something Tuesday night too.
Yeah, so the Bryan Brothers put together a tournament at Popstroke.
Correct.
Our buddy Matt Hudson and I were partners. It was a 2-man best ball. We did okay.
Okay.
I think we tied for 5th or 8th or something like that.
How many groups?
A good amount. I mean, it was packed.
Hey, top 10, man.
Top 10. You know.
Did that pay anything?
Nothing.
But no, I did see some social media shots of this thing, and I saw you in quite a few of those.
I know, it was weird. I'll be honest. Like,
I was like, I know that dude.
I'll be honest. Like, it was a little weird.
Yeah.
Going through. Like, I had therapy this morning.
Yeah.
You know, #get some therapy. But I was telling my therapist, I was like, it felt weird because like I was on Instagram. I was going through just Instagram stories, and it was like 4 stories in a row from different, like it was from the Dunes Club had reposted something that I did, and then Play Myrtle Beach did, and you know, it was just like, and then saw myself in a video that they made for that event.
So on Tuesday at Popstroke, did you speak to the Bryan Bros?
Actually, yeah. So I made.
So how were they in person?
Super nice.
Yeah,
super nice.
They seem to be.
Yeah. So I made them some divot tools and some ball markers. And
did they use it in the tournament?
Probably not. I don't think they've ever received one of those or any of those. So you'd think they would use it because they probably don't have them already.
Right. They're like, hey, divot tool. What do you use this for?
I don't need. I mean, I don't use it because I never hit the green. But
my ball usually rolls up there.
Exactly. Texas wedge is my friend.
Right. Yep.
But no, got to meet them. Hudson forcibly forced me into introducing myself to them. But no, they were super nice. And then, but it was also cool too because that night, while all the pros were at your event, the caddies had a tournament at Popstroke.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So all the caddies were there.
So this is a separate thing.
A separate thing, and and so all the caddies had a tournament there, and so we got to meet some of the caddies, and
that's cool, man. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and met Hollis, who was with I can't remember, Focal Point Putters. He stopped by the tournament. And
did we meet him on Wednesday?
Yes, you met. Okay. Yes, you met him. He has the brass putter.
Gotcha.
You got to meet him, and then it was fun watching with him. It was really cool watching someone who he developed this putter. Mm-hmm. It's a brass putter. It's small head.
Right.
Okay.
Like the size of the ball.
It's pretty much the size of the ball. But it was really cool watching someone like he came to the event specifically to meet me. I felt a little special.
Yeah.
But then from there,
you are a professional putt putter.
I am a professional putt putter. But then from there, he was using some of the caddies were putting with his putter. So watching him be like, oh my god,
he was jacked about that.
And then Woo,
yeah,
stopped by, and then he was using the putter too. And then I think he ended up getting video of him or something where he was like, I like the feel of this.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was really cool watching someone with a passion in a project, watch them exceed, kind of elevate, kind of just, it was very cool just to watch
for sure
that, you know, But sorry, I digress. It was just reminded me of just running into him and just
you
seeing
never
the
know.
smile and
it gets in the right hand.
Exactly. You just never know. You
got to put yourself in those situations for your product to get out there.
Just like giving the Bryan Bros divot tools, and
you never know, man.
You never know. Shoot your shot.
That's right. You got to shoot your shot.
So that was nice. And then curious because you probably texted me 8:30 about our tee time.
Yeah.
Did you get to pick that tee time?
Well, so it was a draft.
Yeah.
Obi, shop dog.
Yeah, Obi's here.
And so you didn't know when you were going to pick.
Mm-hmm.
So I have all the pros listed, and they're all assigned to a tee time. 2 pros to 1 tee time.
Yeah.
So we were number 15, but our number didn't get picked till second to last.
Oh.
So by then the sheet was almost full, or maybe fourth to last.
Okay.
And because you're looking at the sheet, and you're like, oh man, it'd be cool to play with Joel Damon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was gone basically.
The first, yeah.
And Bryan Bros.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were already checked before anyone got to pick. So I don't know if someone paid extra to be able to play with those guys or what. But and then his name is his name's out of my brain right now. But the Live Forever guy, I wanted to play with him, and he was gone too. And, but it was really cool to, and then Bill Haas. I thought, wow, how cool would that be to play with Bill Haas?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with his dad Jay being on the bag for him this week. I think Jay's made 584 cuts.
Oh wow,
absolutely incredible. I don't know if that's a record, but that was the buzz going around, and of course, he was gone pretty early, too, and I thought, well, maybe Kevin Chappell. He was a stud back in the, early 2000s and stuff. I was like, well, it'd be cool to play with. He was like one of the first guys to wear a Nike flat bill and all of that. So, and plus, Mike Manus, who runs the Traveling Country Club, he was his caddy for a while.
Oh, okay.
And also Bill Haas's caddy for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I got all these, like, I'm like ranking who I want to play with, right? And they're just all gone.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like picking people that I've heard of, right?
Yeah.
And the group we picked was Sam Stevens, who I had not heard of.
Yeah.
But I'd heard of CT Pan.
Yeah.
And so it was Sam Stevens on the front, and then CT Pan on the back. And
first tee time, right?
We were the second, I believe.
Okay, so we were the second team.
They were double teeing off 10 and 1. I think we were the second tee time.
Okay.
But so what time did we? It was dark when we got there.
Yeah, we had to. You said to meet there at 6.
Yeah,
and I think I rolled up like 6:10 or something like that.
Yeah,
I think we teed off at 7:10, something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So, because I wanted to experience the whole thing,
right?
And it was just like a tour type thing. Like you go over there to hit golf balls, and I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to go warm up and hit some.
Right.
And literally, Shrixon, Bridgestone, Titleist. You pick what ball you play, and not just what brand. They had the different types of.
Right.
So I played the Shrixon XV, and they had Shrixon XVs. They also had just the Z Star, and then they had the Diamond. So that was really cool. Like that's tour type experience, right? So, and then to have the whole family there.
Yeah.
We were missing one daughter that had to be at school, but Katie and the 4 other girls were there, and I don't know, man. Having you on the bag just like was the icing on the cake, and it was just we just went through could be my only chance to act like a tour player, so I was going to act like a tour player.
You did,
yeah, and warmed up. That's the most I've ever warmed up in my life. I think I hit balls for like 45 minutes.
Yep,
and which. If anyone's ever played with me, that is not the case.
Nope.
Rarely ever.
Did some putting,
and then I actually hit the ball pretty good on the range. Was kind of excited, and
I had to tell you to move to the left because I think you were hitting over the net on the right.
Well,
but they were going straight.
Yeah.
But it was going straight. It's not like you're slicing it or something.
So played with Sam Stevens on the front. And he was just super engaging, and so it was a shamble. So you play the best of the 3 amateur balls off the tee, and then you play your ball through the hole.
Yep.
But you cannot use the pros ball. Only on the par threes.
Only on his first shot on the par 3. Yeah.
Correct. So the first tee ball was not good.
I'll admit it was not.
It was hard and left.
Yep.
And low.
Yep. Barely got over the water. I mean, that's good that you got over the water.
Barely got over the water. So bad. So we had to take the first ball was Jason's ball, and he ripped one. But he hit it so far, he hit it in the front bunker.
So the guys that we were playing with. So Jason was he
kind of runs the company that runs the tournament. He does that in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
With the tournament, so he was just here seeing how things were going. And,
okay.
And he was a filler actually for our pro-am foursome.
Oh, okay.
And we had Franco,
who was a member.
Mm-hmm. And he's a stick.
Yeah,
he was a pretty good golfer. Jason played in college, and he could really hit the ball a long way,
destroy the ball. I mean, yeah.
So he hit that first ball in the front bunker, and that's the one we played. I think we had 115, 120 out.
A little more than that.
It was a little more. But we all three hit really good bunker shots.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the highlight of my day was making the birdie on one.
Yeah, you made it. You drained a. I mean,
and we actually got 3 videos of it. You took one with your glasses on.
Yep.
Katie had one, and then John, one of the other guys that came out and walked with us, he got a video of it. So it's kind of cool to see 3 angles.
That's funny.
Yeah. But man, like I said earlier, I wanted to treat it like I was on tour to a certain extent. And it's funny, like I was telling some of the people in our group, like I did something that day that I never thought I'd ever get to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought it was so cool to watch the pros walk off the green and lay their putter on the bag and keep walking.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that real quick.
And I just because they always they just flip it to the bag, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I get to do that today. And it was a lot of fun. And, I mean, shout out to you. You wanted to do the tour bag.
Yeah.
You did it. We did lose some weight out of it, but it was a single strap tour bag. I tried to find another strap, but it just didn't work out in time. I should have thought better to get you the backpack straps.
It is what it is. I knew what I was getting myself into. Again, I jokingly, when you asked me, I was being serious, saying, "Oh, we're switching out your golf bag." But then
I wanted to,
right?
Yeah.
And then I thought about it. It's like, look, this is not a great opportunity. We had, there'd be pictures of you inside the ropes with the Strix on bag. So, happy to.
Yeah, it was. I don't know, man. It was special to do that, but to have you there and the family there, and then we got to the 16th or 17th hole, and we had a little gallery following us, which was really cool. To have people hanging out with us and cheering us on, and I can't think. I became a Sam Stevens fan.
Yes, no, Sam Stevens.
I think he finished in the top 10.
Yeah, he tied for 10th.
Yeah, which was really cool.
And his caddy,
Will. Yeah.
Will, yes.
Some great pictures of you two walking up down the fairway. Can I just say, you looked like you belonged. That picture of y'all two just talking, it could have been the U.S. Open. No one would have known the difference.
I want to shout out real quick.
Absolutely. I know where you're going. You should.
Drew Amato.
Oh.
If you don't follow this guy
you
on
gotta
Instagram,
follow.
I think it's. I don't. I'm going to post
just
it.
Drew Amato.
Just look up Drew Amato. His photography is absolutely amazing,
and his drone work is great too. And he was the official photographer of the Myrtle Beach Classic, which was really cool. I mean, he deserved it. He's the best at what he does in this area.
Yeah,
and other areas too. He goes to Vegas all the time and does the World Series of poker stuff, and it was really cool to see him working. And what was impressive to me is how fast he got the stuff edited throughout the day.
Fast, yeah.
And over to Myrtle Beach Classic so they could post it. And he was posting on his, they were posting on theirs. And I don't know, man. They would be stupid. Hopefully he got a multi-year deal because he did an absolutely.
I just love the whole where on Instagram how you can slide through pictures where it's he puts them. So
it makes it look like a full picture,
but they do, and it just looks amazing.
Right.
It looks really, and so, but yeah, he did.
It was cool to see him come out and take some shots of us, and we appreciate him doing that because probably did not have to do that. So
I paid him a lot of money. I'm just kidding.
Did you? But yeah, he did, and it was so probably the highlight. There's several highlights, but getting to play and walk with Fluff.
Mm-hmm.
He's CT Pan's caddy. Was Tiger Woods' original caddy when he came on tour. There's an iconic picture of Fluff. Tiger's asking him to check the wind, and Fluff's holding up his cigarette.
Yep.
Telling him, showing which way the wind's blowing. I think Fluff had a heater on every hole.
Yep.
And he'd finish it and stick it in his sock.
Oh, yeah.
Stick the butt in his sock. And he's a huge Deadhead fan. I'm a huge Deadhead fan. We walked for a couple of holes just talking about music, and you captured another great shot. I asked him to sign my Grateful Dead head cover.
Yeah.
And we're actually in the process of getting that head cover put in a shadow box with that picture on top of it for the office. And you two guys had a y'all walked for a one hole together.
Like I could it was very in the beginning where it
was like the second hole we were together.
It was
right?
the second hole.
Yeah.
And so
hole 12.
Hole 12. And
I guess that'd been the third hole technically.
Yeah, the third hole. And so it wasn't hole 12. And so you hit, I think it was you. No, what was the younger guy's name again?
Jason.
So Jason hits, and then you hit, and you both take huge divots.
We hit really good shots too.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't focusing on that part, but it was the divot part, and it was like the first time you had actually taken like a big divot too,
like a beaver tail.
Yeah. And so I was already in the, like, again, tired, mood.
Yeah.
I was. Also, 8:30 at night was when we found out we had to be there at 6.
How late did you stay out that night? Too late?
Like 11:30, I think I left there. And I'd obviously been drinking, so
yeah,
I was, running on fumes. And so Fluff had, he picked up the divots and he made a comment as we're walking up, and he goes, "Do you guys know what the number one job of a caddy is?" And I knew
you said this joking. I could tell you were joking when you said your answer.
Yeah, like I knew what he was going at, but then I was in my mood, and then I was like, "Take care of the caddy."
No, you said take care of the golfer.
Oh yeah, or I'm sorry, yes, take care of the golfer, not take care of myself. Yeah, I take care of myself.
That'd have been even funnier.
Yeah, exactly. Take care of the golfer, and he's like, "No." And then
he said, "Fuck the golfer."
Oh, he said, "Fuck the." Yes, he said, "Fuck the golfer," and then went on like a minute or two rant
of how you should take care of the golf course.
But I didn't see anyone else replacing divots. Not even Will. Yeah. I don't think I even saw him. Again, I'm used to back in Northern Virginia. You replace all your divots, but then I don't know what to do with. They told us nothing about this event.
Right. And I've been told, and somebody can tell us the truth on this, but I and it might be just a certain type of grass, but I saw something on Instagram from a superintendent or something that once that divot's made, even if you put that divot back, the grass back on the divot, it's dead.
I think that's with certain grass, like at the members club. The members club. I don't know grass,
right?
But the members club.
We should have Jim Huntoon on here.
We're not nerds, but
we're not grass nerds.
Yeah, we're not grass nerds. But I know at the members club that type of grass you can't replace.
Right.
But like I think back home you do replace them. I don't know. I didn't replace it. He got mad at me.
I think
he's just
again. I don't know if he got mad at you. I just think he just was making his point.
But you have to also remember, like this guy's
ancient,
74 years old.
Yeah.
Been a tour caddy for over 40 years.
Right.
So he can, whatever he says is.
Someone told me at the tournament, also don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of times when he's out there caddying, like when he gets done with his work on Tuesdays, he will go out and play the course, like literally play it and walk it.
Yeah, yeah.
Walk the golf course and play, which I found that absolutely incredible.
I mean, again, and he wasn't,
I doubt he's hurting for money.
No.
I think he just does it because he enjoys the game.
Hates his wife. I don't know. Maybe I have no idea.
I don't even know if he's married.
I have no idea. But
I mean, as old as she could be dead for all we know. As old as he is,
he's up there.
Yeah,
74 and like. But it's just. He was keeping up. Like it's not like CT was like dragging him on. Be like, "Oh, take my bag," for this hole. But
yeah, It was really cool because he keeps in his apron, he has like this little washcloth or maybe a hand towel, but it was very small, and half of it's wet and half of it's dry. And there was a couple of times where I don't know if I was coming out of a bunker and you were raking it or something. Anyway, we weren't close to each other, but we were on the green.
Yeah.
And he'd say, "Salty, can I wash your ball for you?" And I give it to him, and he'd just wash it right there on that little wet rag and hand it back to me. And I thought, God, dog, my balls just got washed by fluff.
By fluff.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I don't know, me with my history of music and the bands I love to listen to, I guess I couldn't have had anyone more cooler to hang out with for a few holes than Fluff. And go ahead.
Oh, sorry, but did you know that when you got?
I did know that he was that I knew it, but had forgot it, and then
was reminded
at the draft, and I was like, okay, I'm up for this. This is cool.
Yeah,
this is cool. But then they also said like, there's a chance that he doesn't always come out to the pro-ams and carry the bag.
Right. And
CT travels with a pretty good little entourage, so someone else could have carried the bag for him. But it was cool to see Fluff out there. Yeah. And then CT didn't make the cut, I don't think.
No.
But on Friday, Fluff was sitting in a golf cart in front of the clubhouse, and I didn't see him, and he saw me, and he hollered. He said, "Hey, Salty, how you doing today?" So I mean, that was just pockets of memories that I'll take with me the rest of my life. And, so yeah, it was great. It was great. There was. I have no complaints. I played probably some of the best golf I've ever played. Not to date, but like this year.
Yeah,
struck the ball really well. It was cool. We had a couple of cool interactions where, you clubbed me a few times, and every time you made the right decision. Which is, I didn't know you knew my game as well as you knew it.
I know,
but you know it. So if I'm ever put in another situation where I need a caddy, you've got the job.
Perfect.
But yeah, you called me off a couple of times and told me to go with the longer club.
Yeah, the club up.
Yeah, and it worked every time. So I don't know, cool experience to play on a tour golf course in those conditions with greens that fast and I parred 18. That was cool. Hit that ball left, just off the green.
Yeah, you did.
Hit a great chip
and a good up and down.
And a good up and down for par. So, I don't know, man. I don't think it could have gone any better.
So you guys finished 9 under, 10 under?
Something like It was really funny though. Sam and CT, they each only made one birdie.
Oh, really?
Like. As
I remember paying CT's, I remember his.
Yeah, and then Sam made one like on 8 or something. It was late, late in the round, and but I was like, God, we did pretty good as and we weren't popping on a lot of holes either.
No.
Which was so a lot of those were really good birdies. I popped on only 2 holes, I think. Which was weird. So you must have only got like 60% of your handicap or whatever, but the 2 holes I popped on, I made pars on, so they were birdies. So that was cool to keep my end of the bargain.
You held up.
I held up my end of the whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just I hope to get to do it again, and I'll be ever thankful and grateful for the Myrtle Beach Classic, for those guys for giving me the invite to come do that, and yeah, just really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
No, great. I mean, again, you played well. It was awesome. It was awesome. Having that crowd.
How bad were your shoulders after? Were they hurting really bad or?
Yeah, they were hurt.
You think that was just because you don't do that all the time?
No,
the bag was not. I mean, those guys don't complain.
Right.
I think if your body got used to it.
Sure. Yes. If my body got used to it, and if I had I walk.
Yeah, I know you walk.
I do walk,
But you do a carry bag, and you have the backpack system.
Right. So, I mean, again, like, probably by hole
we had nothing in that bag. There was nothing but golf balls and koozies in that bag.
Right. We had a lot of koozies.
We did have a lot of koozies. And you know what? We didn't have any left. We handed them all out.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. That was
really
plan.
cool.
That was the plan. We wanted
was fun.
Yeah.
We shoved that thing. We had so many koozies in there.
It was all salty golfers koozies.
Yeah.
But no, it was. I mean, my shoulders were.
Next year, are we going to take the carry bag?
Next year, I'm playing.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
good
that's
for
the plan.
you, man.
I'm finding a way to play.
All right,
We'll
figure it out.
We'll figure something out. But yeah, no. So Wednesday was great, a lot of fun. And then Thursday, I didn't go up there Thursday. I had a lot of stuff going on work wise. You went up there.
I did.
You were hanging out with the Founders Group.
That was Friday. Thursday, I just went up there.
Oh, okay.
Friday was the Founders Group. We were up in the box, and then Saturday you came with me.
Yes, yeah,
in the
to
other
play.
box.
Yeah,
and then Sunday I did the same thing.
Oh, okay, nice.
Thursday I just hung. I wasn't up there long. A couple of hours.
Yeah,
yeah. I just went and followed the Live Forever guy. Got some pictures for them to put on their social media.
That's good.
And I'm hating that his name is blanking right now. But I'm sorry, but yeah, I just. Thursday was fun. Had a little bit of wind on. When did the wind come in? Was it Thursday or Friday?
I think it was Thursday because I was texting you.
It looked like it was going to rain and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's why I left because it did start to rain, and the course. That's when that course gets difficult when you get the wind off the ocean.
Yeah,
it's swirly, and then you put some rain in there too. But Friday, I was with the Founders Group. They had me in their box, and we hung out above the 18th, and that was great. That whole setup back there at 18 and 17 was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, 17, I feel, was amazing just because, I mean, you're right there watching 17, the green of 16, which is a very short par 4. And then you can even turn around and get, 11 or 12 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they had that whole family area where they were selling merch and all of that as you're coming off, almost kind of like you're walking up 18, but off to the side there. It was just really cool to see all the people gather down around right before the green on 18. There were people just were hanging out right there. And 18 is a really cool hole because if you hit it too far, you have a severe downslope.
Yeah.
You kind of have to lay off a little bit and keep it back on that upper shelf, and then the shot in some of those pin placements were diabolical. I think it was Saturday they put it right, or Friday they put it right on the front, or was that Thursday?
Friday they put it right on the front.
Yeah. So luckily they had the rough kind of grown up, or there'd have been a lot more balls in the water there, I think. But I thought course setup was great. I thought it was a fair test. Just talking to the few pros that we talked to, they said, all of them literally said to me, some of the best fairways they've ever played on. Yeah. Which I think that says a lot. And the suites that we got to hang out in with Play Golf Myrtle Beach, not Play Golf Myrtle Beach, but My Myrtle Beach, the Chamber of Commerce that we hung out with on Saturday. Thank you guys for hosting us for a couple of days. That was a really cool setup, and they had probably the best air conditioner on the
oh, did they? Yeah.
Well, you stood right over it, and it was like...
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it was like coming... It
was a Marilyn Monroe type situation.
Yeah. I mean, you stood over that the entire time.
And they had wonderful meatballs.
Oh, my God. The meatballs. So when they pulled out the meatballs, Salty and I looked at each other.
We're staying a little longer. I had way too many meatballs.
Oh, God. I mean, I had the meat sweats from the meatballs.
And it wasn't like spaghetti meatballs. It was like the jelly meatballs.
Yeah, it was the appetizer meatballs. Yeah. And I think they... I think they brought 3 big chafing dish pans, and we just destroyed
buffet size pans.
Yeah, so we destroyed those meatballs and the cookies and the brownies.
It was and drank. We drank a lot of water. We didn't drink a whole lot of drinky drinks that day.
No, I don't think I even.
I don't think you had one. Yeah,
I don't think I even. No, I don't think I drank that day.
Yeah, so I don't know. From the start to the end, I just thought it was such a cool event to be a part of, and to be able to go and hang out up there every day. And it's really cool the setup, how close you can get to the pros. Yeah, especially the putting green.
Yes,
you're walking right by the putting green, and it's kind of elevated, which is cool. And it was cool how they brought the 10th tee back to the edge of the putting green. Yeah, so you're hitting over the cart path. And 10's a really cool hole. But I don't know, man. I really see this thing it can become its own thing. I really see that. And some of the information that I've heard is that other events that have mirrored elevated events,
Mm-hmm.
we had the most people
Okay.
at it, and I don't know, Myrtle Beach showed up.
Yeah.
And we did a great job. I think there's a concert every night out there on the beach.
There was, I think so, yeah.
And that was really cool. And I don't know, looking forward to the next one, man.
Yeah. I mean,
it was really cool.
So much fun. Just everything. Everyone was super nice. Everyone was,
Southern hospitality.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
best.
One thing that I did that, it was at the very end, Hudson and I were able to get the Hush Y'all signs.
I saw that.
Because instead of saying, it says quiet,
it says Hush Y'all.
It says Hush Y'all, which that was an adventure to get.
Really?
Yeah, because we heard through the grapevine that they were selling them for $25 at the end of the tournament. Then we heard it was only for the volunteers.
Oh.
Then we heard anyone can get it, but it's not going to be until 6 o'clock.
Oh.
And so it just turned into, and we didn't. I mean, we got so many different places of where it's going to sell.
Yeah.
Because we were waiting in one spot for 45 minutes waiting. And then,
where is that sign? Is it in the shop?
Yeah, it's right over there, hanging up on the wall.
They had really cool posters too of the event.
Yeah.
I got one of those. Yeah, you got one too. Yeah.
You have that poster too, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I picked up the poster and then the 2 flags.
The merch was great.
Oh yes.
And it was cool how they had it it wasn't just Peter Millar and the high end stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They had hoodies and T-shirts and flags and a $15 poster, something like that. It wasn't very expensive at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, very well done. Native Sons, I think, did a lot of that stuff, like the T-shirt stuff. And
they were out on the course.
Yeah, they were out there in the family area.
Yeah.
They had a couple of booths. They were giving free shots, or tastings. Yeah.
Really?
So I don't know, man. It was it was a good mix of everything you want in a golf tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go out there with your boys, get a little loose,
Yeah.
drink a little bit. You do it. You want to take your 7-8-year-old that's just getting into golf, do it. You want to go out on a date, do it. It was fun for everyone. I think I saw everyone in all ages having a really good time out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it had a blast, and it was a great, again, we're in the golf community.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've only been here for 2 years, but I felt special where I'd be walking down the course or something, and I, trying to meet up with someone, and 5 or 6 people would stop me on the way, either close friends or people who listen to the podcast or who know me from you.
Right.
I just felt pretty special about that.
I mean, we're getting out there, man.
I think so. Am I popular?
In my book, you are. In my eyes, you're popular.
Do I have friends?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, definitely the Pro-Am was a blast, and shout out to who was following us that we, Hudson, Drinkula.
Dragular was out there.
He was out there.
And then there were some people rocking some salty hats that I didn't know who they were.
Yep. Amanda and Ashley. They were
so
out
that
there.
was cool. And same thing, you, I was getting DMs throughout the tournament. Hey, saw you. Sorry we couldn't. I wanted to stop by and say hey, but took some photos with some people, and I don't know. All of that's still a little weird. Same thing. It's right.
It is weird. Yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah, a little different. Just kind of
right.
Someone giving you that attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
well deserved.
It is well deserved.
No, just kidding. But no, it's fun because it just shows you that what we're doing and what we're trying to create with the Salty Golfer and what you're trying to do on social media with Buck Golf and everything like that, and Shaft Skins and Tin Cup.
Everything.
Everything. It's it's paying off. We're putting in the work and it's cool. And I think that we welcome that. I want everyone to speak that knows about us.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to. Yeah.
No.
So
yeah.
Really, really cool. Really, really cool. And I can't wait until next year. And summer's here, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun this summer.
Yes. Summer is here. It's starting to get pretty hot.
Probably getting warm. And the golf courses are packed still, just jam packed.
Yeah. I mean, I think in the next week or two, it's supposed to slow down.
Maybe. They say that because of the heat, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. This year,
I mean, again, Myrtle's becoming so popular.
There's no seasons anymore.
Right. Who was talking to Justin?
Justin.
Justin was saying that.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. How there's no. How
It's not really a down season anymore.
Right.
There's play all
there's
year
just
long.
Golf.
Yeah.
You know, you're just gonna sweat. You're gonna freeze.
That's right. And if you don't mind either, I don't mind sweating. I'll play in the hottest of hot. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I don't like playing when it's cold though.
I don't. Yeah. I'm not a big.
I got like a 50-degree rule.
That's a good.
Below
rule.
50.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's gonna hurt.
Again, I prefer if I can wear shorts and a quarter zip or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll do that.
I love fall golf.
Fall golf's amazing, but not winter.
Fall golf, you have more options.
Yes.
Like I do like a quarter zip. I like a sweater vest.
You are you wear a sweater
vest.
vest. I hate sweater vests.
Well, it just I feel like it hides this more for me. The more layers, it hides the belly.
Yeah.
But
no, it's fine.
What would the salty
golf?
golfer be without a little bit of belly?
Exactly.
But I don't know. We're going off somewhere else. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it about the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean,
just really cool. So we hope you guys have enjoyed
a recap
of the Myrtle Beach Classic, the inaugural event. And get yourself down to Myrtle Beach. And if you need to play some golf and you need someone to book it for you,
reach out.
DM me, DM Buck.
We
can handle all of that. We've got access to all of that stuff now, and we can dial you in and for pretty good pricing too.
Yeah, pretty good pricing, and we've already we've already helped out a good amount of people.
Yeah, I don't know what we're at as far as tee times the total we've done so far, but it's
number of rounds.
Yeah, you kind of keep up with that.
I keep track of it. We're over 100 rounds that we've booked. I think say like 110, 115 or something like that.
Great. We just started, so
yeah.
Reach out. And another thing we can do with that is like we can customize ball markers for your event, divot tools for your event if it's a bachelor party or a wedding party or just you and your boys and you have this event every year. We can get you dialed in with something to make it a little bit extra special too.
Yeah.
And if you need us to fill a spot one day,
we're totally down for that.
We can play right along with you. So, all right. Buck, it's been fun.
It's always fun.
We'll see you next time.
Peace. Bye.